Basically, ID's forum had not enough speakers to fill the time. So I'll be here talking about a couple of things. I'm not sure when I'll stop, but I'll stop sometime. So first thing, probably boring, but kind of enlightening is there was a speech earlier talking about the Thucydides trap, where they were talking about how China and the USA were going to go at war, but this is the kind of stuff I'm into, so just bear with me. There are a couple of things I want to bring to light, which kind of persuades me that this isn't really going to happen, and if there is a world war, it's probably not going to be between USA and China. Now, the first thing I want to address, which may sound really outlandish, is the Chinese economy. Haha, economics. Honestly, I think we're due for a really bad Chinese economy crash. There are a few reasons why. So the first thing, the most obvious reason, is old age. Now, some of you may know about the Chinese one-child policy, and for all its criticisms, the biggest one is it's going to bite them in the back. Now, basically, you need young people to work to support an older population, and even though China is going towards automation and firing all the workers because their wages have been rising, having an inherently large group of older people at the top and a very slim minority to feed them means that their economy just can't support all its citizens, and they're going to have a drastically reduced output, even with robotic automation and everything that's going to happen in the future. Also, Chinese investment practices aren't the best in the world. Confucian influence in the Chinese economy has basically made it so that normal economic rules in our Western society dictate that people will invest in the things that they find most appealing and the things that will make them better off. But Chinese people tend to also prioritize family ties and ties of other people. So what tends to happen is they invest in people they know rather than the investments that they think are best. So right now what we're seeing in China is there's a lot of money flailing around in the economy, something similar to before 2008, where people are just lending out loans without really thinking about the return on them. Yeah, so that's why I think the Chinese economy is going to collapse before the USA gets any chance to go at war with China. Now, that is a prediction, and today we've had a lot of pessimistic predictions about the future, and I'm just going to move on to the meaning of life with Wayne. Come on, Wayne, get up.
What up?
Come on.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah, I'm going to talk from personal experience. If you guys get bored, actually say so, because this is all improvised, because time. So in the recent past, I've turned nihilist. So basically, right, when we, especially as Ruse kids, live through our lives, we're going to have to get to some time where we question our intrinsic motivations, what fully drives us, what is the deep down thing, why do we live? And when it comes down to it, I see the communists in the background doing this. Yeah, but the thing is, most people who choose money only choose money because money gives us fulfillment to life. In fact, most people do say things that just end up going to this baseline thing, which is that I want to be fulfilled in my life. I want to have a long-term fulfillment that I would work towards in my entire life. And I also want to have short-term fulfillment, so I want to enjoy my days. I want to enjoy the present. But everything here boils down to fulfillment. And to be honest, that's a very nihilistic view. Okay, nihilism, for those who don't understand it, is basically the philosophy that nothing in the world matters and we should just fulfill our own desires, etc. And
So this stems from a lot of late night Skype conversations. Those are fun, where basically we've been questioning ourselves and what we think about life, and it's just made us both depressed, really depressed. And so basically it's come down to the fact that we're very, very little things in the whole scheme of the universe, which is fairly large. I mean, don't want to understate how big it is, but it's pretty big. And so when we really think about why we exist and what exactly we contribute to the universe, or even to human society, we contribute very little. And also, we're probably going to die. Yeah, that's a thing that will happen. And when we die, time will pass, and in that time, we'll all be forgotten. No matter how long it takes, we'll all be forgotten. Even if the human race dies down, we'll all be forgotten. So really, there's no legacy that you can chase. There's, you might believe in the afterlife, but I really don't. So there's no afterlife that I can really chase. So what is there that really gives us meaning to life? What is the point of my existence? And the only conclusion that I've come to is that there is no point to my existence, because there's nothing rational, logical that I've come to the conclusion to. So basically, it all boils down to, then what is the point of life? And basically, the only thing I've managed to get out of this is just, well, live your life in pretty much the moment, but make sure the rest of your life is also kind of good. So basically, I trust me, this is legit. So it's like a trade-off. So you have the rest of your life and you have now. So chase the things you want to do now, but also make sure that the rest of your life isn't screwed up as well. So the two things, short-term satisfaction and long-term fulfillment. So make sure you can get yourself fulfilled in long-term. But don't forget that you're going to die, and you should always try to make yourself have as much fun in the present as you can possibly get.
Yeah? Okay, cool.